Welcome back. This is our fourth month together, and whether this is your first class with me or your fourth month with me, welcome. I'm very excited to share this practice with you. This month, we are going to be working on intention, what it really means to set an intention, and how to do it and keep coming back to it throughout your practice so that you start to get a little bit more out of your practice. If you're here for stress relief, this can be a great intention. If you're here to shift through grief or depression and start to bring more vibrancy and joy into your life, this can be a really good intention. If you're here to detox and clean out the body or to build physical strength, that's a really beautiful intention too. There's a lot that you can do with the physical practice. It will always have all three, the body, mind, and spirit, linked up. So even if you're here just for the physical aspect, you're still going to get the benefits of the mental and the spiritual side as well, which is really fun. Or if you're here more for the spiritual side, then your physical side is taken care of as well, which is why I really like the practice. So there's a lot of different ways you could use the intention. For today, we're going to practice in theme with spring. It's April, but you can do this class any time of the year. We're going to practice spring cleaning. So today's practice will be themed and our intention on a little bit of a detox. So with that said, if you want to drink a lot of water after class, I highly recommend, similar to a massage, when you go get a massage and you're pushing on the muscles or they're moving your joints around, anything stuck in the muscle tissue is going to get pushed out and new blood and nutrients are going to flood in. What happens then is anything that was stuck in older is going to get really pushed into your system, and it can manifest as a headache or a stuffy nose or something like that. So the more water you drink, then you actually just flush it out that way. Same as a massage. We're basically just doing a self-massage through this yoga class. So I'm excited for you to join, and we'll just get started. Okay, child's pose. So if you are familiar, we can have our knees together or knees a little bit wide. Both are good, just different. And then go ahead and extend arms straight out. Soften the chest towards the floor. Don't worry about super straight arms. For this first one, just relax. Drop your head down and breathe. And then take a few deep breaths here. Just noticing your breath. Noticing how your body feels. I'm going to prop up a little bit just because it's easier to talk. And if child's pose isn't comfortable or accessible, you can just have a seat on your heels or sit cross-legged or sit however you want. It doesn't have to be child's pose. You can also grab a pillow and put a pillow underneath your chest or between your butt and your heels. A lot of times the flexibility to even get your butt towards your heels may not be there yet, and that's okay. So wherever you need to be, just allow a place where your body can kind of soften and relax down, maybe feel a subtle stretch. And then 3 more breaths. Really paying attention to how does it feel as I take that breath in. Does my rib cage expand? Does my back body expand? Maybe my belly's trying to go between my legs. Can be a good reason to have your knees a little wider as well. There's a little bit more room for the chest and belly. Can I soften through the shoulders on the breath out? Maybe sinking my my butt a little bit closer towards my heels. Even if they're already touching, imagine what would it feel like to have more weight come into the butt bones towards the heels. And if they're not touching, then of course, just relaxing towards the heels. Softening everything as much as you can. Finishing your breath out. And then coming on up to a seat. You can stay with your butt on your heels if it's comfortable enough, or maybe sit on a block. And take a moment, hands face up in your lap, which just signals a little bit more energy versus face down. Sink your weight again into your butt bones. Use a breath in to lengthen up through the chest. So already we're starting to find that really tall posture. When we think of that mountain pose, can we have the ears over shoulders over hips? And actually over ankles right now. Breathe. It's starting to make my legs fall asleep. So we'll move in a minute. But for a moment, you can bring your hands to heart center if you like, or leave them where they are. Set an intention. What would you personally like to get out of this class? So my intention for this class is to relay a fun, slow flow that gives your whole body a massage, including your internal organs. So any stuck food or debris or whatever you want to call it can flush out of your system, and you'll feel more energetic afterwards. So not just the internal organs, but massaging through the whole body so that you feel that lift of energy. That's my intention. Bring your intention into your minds. And there is no right or wrong. Whatever first pops into your mind is likely your intuition telling you, hey, let's focus on this today. And take a really deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, make a sigh, like we're letting go of anything. So we set our intention, but then we don't remain too attached to it. Just whatever happens, happens. Fingers spread wide. And tabletop. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Take a breath in, lift your head and your heart up. And when you need to breathe out, draw the belly button to the spine. So already we're squeezing the core a little bit, squeezing on those internal organs. So most of yoga actually does the massage and detox effect. We'll just make it a little more specific today. Inhale, butt bones lift up, and then imagine vertebrae by vertebrae. What would it feel like if your back slowly slinks back bone by bone to lift the head and the heart? And then exhale, round, tuck the tailbone, draw the core way in, press through the palms, tuck your chin. One more inhale. Exhale, round. Neutral spine. Crown of your head reaches forward, tailbone to the back. Draw the belly button towards the spine, and then extend your left heel to the back. Toes on the ground for now, and press into the back of that left leg so you feel the calf stretch. Maybe you feel the quad tighten. The quad is this front muscle in the leg. And then spreading your left toes wide, which can even get a little bit deeper into the calf and maybe the bottom of the foot. And then as much as you're pressing back, imagine there's that string under your heart, charging your heart forward. Take a deep breath in. So we have these two long lines of energy again, heart forward, left heel back. Press through the palms, round your spine, draw your navel towards your spine, belly button in, and then maybe hover the right knee off the ground in towards your chest. And if it does not lift off the ground, that's fine. Just imagine, what would it feel like if this leg lifted up? It doesn't have to actually lift. We're just rounding the spine. Maybe it does lift, drawing that core in, and eventually drawing that knee in. Go ahead and lower the knee back down. Inhale, charge your heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, draw the navel in, and lift that knee up towards your chest. Squeeze it up and in as much as you can. Go ahead and relax the knee back down. Draw the heart forward, take a deep breath in. Keep the left heel charging back. We have a lot of strength and length in that left leg. Exhale, press into the palms. Charge up through your shoulders, round your spine. Good. Now take these right toes all the way up to the sky. Three-legged downward dog, stretch up. And then bend the knee, open up your hip. So we're starting to get a little massage now in that right hip joint, maybe even the left leg. Take a deep breath in where you are. Exhale, soften the chest and see if you can square the shoulders back down. So your right shoulder is popped up, just drawing it back down. Take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, lift the left heel high. Exhale, option to take this right knee all the way to the left upper arm bone, or just set the knee back down on the ground. Left upper arm bone, you're squeezing, hugging that knee up into your chest. And then set the leg down. Good. Tabletop. Inhale, lift the head and the butt bones. Exhale, round. You can stop and shake out your shoulders or your wrists if you need a break. Inhale, lift the head and the butt bones. Exhale, round, belly to spine. Neutral spine. Head forward. And I'm going to give my left shoulder a little shake and break. A break to shake. Now, right toe spread wide, extend the right heel back. Draw the belly button to your spine, and then press through the right heel. Now, as much as you're stretching that right calf, the back of the lower leg, squeeze through the right quad, the front of the right leg. Now, draw your heart forward. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Start to contract your belly toward your spine and just keep stretching through that back leg. Spread the right toes wide. Maybe walk the foot in a little bit. Spread the toes really wide and press through the back heel, and then start to charge your heart forward. Breath in. On the exhale, press strong through the palms. Even the fingertips are going to press as you round your spine. Imagining what would it feel like to bring that left knee towards my chest or nose. Squeeze and round. So we're already getting into those internal organs, giving them a nice squish. Now set the leg down. Inhale, draw the heart forward. Exhale, press into the back foot strong. Squeeze your abdominals and allow that left leg to lift and hug into the chest. Tuck your chin. Go ahead and lower. Inhale, heart forward. Last one. Press through the palms. Round, knee to chest. Round. And then step up, lift the left leg. Three-legged downward dog. Now stretch the left toes up high. And then bend the knee, open up the hip. Good. So the right heel softens towards the floor. So we're still getting that stretch in the back leg. Now lift the left knee high. Bring the foot towards the butt. And then soften the left shoulder down so it's squared off. Take a really deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fingers still widespread. Inhale, lift the back heel high. Exhale, squeeze left knee in towards your chest. You can bring it all the way over to the right upper arm bone, or just set the knee down on the mat. If you're squeezing it into the right upper arm bone, you're going so slow and mindful. Squeeze, and then sit down. Tabletop. Cat and cow. Breath in to lift the head up. Breath out to round. And then one child's pose. Untuck your toes, sit your butt back, knees together maybe this time, or you can still have them wide. Soften through the shoulders, the wrists, 2 breaths. And then if you've got your knees together, being mindful in these breaths, what does my belly feel like? What does my chest feel like? Can I feel anything being kind of squished and massaged? You can even rock your butt side to side and then see how that feels on the belly. Take another really deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Come on up. So child's pose is amazing as a release for the low back, but then also it's going to squish. We're squishing those hips and belly, right? So it's getting that detox effect, which is nice. All right, fingers spread wide, tabletop. Tuck both toes, downward dog. Heels towards the floor. Take a moment here just to find your alignment. Find how it feels in your body and just notice. Feel the butt bones shifting up towards the sky, heels towards the ground. And then even your ears can lengthen toward your thumbs. So think about that. If you were to draw your ears toward your thumbs, you might get a little more length around the neck. Now inhale, lift the heels, round forward. So we're hugging that core and come forward to high push-up. Hold your high push-up for a moment, and then imagine there's that string on your heart charging forward, lower down, all the way to the ground this time. Feel what it feels like for your belly on the ground. Press the tops of your feet down, and then inhale, charge your heart forward, drawing your shoulder blades together and back. Like someone had their arms on your shoulders and they're just helping guide you into a little easy back bend. Take another deep breath in. Feel what you feel going on in your back. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, press up high push-up either on your knees or toes, downward dog. Perfect. Walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Take your feet hip-width apart. Breathe in, find a halfway lift. Pull your heart forward. Now draw the lower belly in as much as you can imagine. If you're used to engaging the pelvic floor, engage the pelvic floor and draw that up. Now heart pulls forward, pelvic floor, or just belly is engaged. And from there, focus on the hips, like when we focused on our forward fold class, and fold from the hip joint, relaxing everything down. Now relax through the back of the neck. Bend your knees enough so that your chest and belly rest on your knees. And again, similar to what we were working on in child's pose, we're getting that squish through the belly and the hip joint. This one may not be as comfortable as child's pose, but just try to rest the chest and belly. Even if you have your legs super bent, you can take breaks when you need. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, come on up, halfway lift. Keep the length, and let's keep the right foot planted. Step the left toes all the way to the back of the mat. Lower the back knee down. Now charge your left knee and your right heel towards one another. So we're using this muscular energy and pull to reach your arms all the way up towards the sky. On the exhale, soften just a tad, your hips down and forward. So we still have that muscular contraction. We're holding up strong versus if we were just relaxed and softening into it. So we have that muscular strength right now. And from there, then we see, can I hold strong and shift my hip a little bit forward? Now reach the left arm straight up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, maybe bend a little bit over to the side. So we're opening up through the psoas and that front thigh. And we're getting a little bit of a squish on the right side, but more just focus on stretching that psoas for now. Take one more really deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand on the inside of your front foot. Good. Now tuck the back toe, lift up the back leg. Keep your heart charging forward, back heel charging back, and stretch the right arm up towards the sky. So a little baby twist here. Breathe and see how it feels. What you feel going on in your belly and your hip. Can you feel your right shoulder lift up and open? So even around the shoulder joint, we're getting a lot of movement. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right hand down. Step back, downward dog. Lift the butt up. Relax the heels down. Breathe in, round forward. Hold high push-up for a moment. Take another breath in. On your exhale, pull forward, lower everything to the floor. Again, feel what it feels like with your belly on the ground. Press your feet down. Charge your heart forward and then squeeze shoulder blades together. Maybe lift them up. Notice what you feel contracting in the low and mid back and breathe. Press tops of your feet down strong. Take another breath in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, high push up on your knees or toes. Downward dog. Relaxing through the back of the neck. Full breath in. Full breath out. Now let's send the left foot forward. Same thing, but on the left. Lower the back knee to the floor. Charge the back knee and the front heel towards one another so much. You use that muscular energy to pick yourself up. Soften around the shoulders and let the hips sink down and a tad forward. So we're holding that strength and looking for that stretch in the right thigh. Breathe. Take one more really deep breath in. Deep breath out. And you can always use a blanket or a towel underneath that back knee. If this ever gets to be a little bit painful on the knee, definitely don't do it. You can pad however you need. Now right arm charges up, left arm to hip or wherever you need. You can have a block, chair, anything around. Inhale, stretch through the right arm. Exhale, draw the belly button to the spine and reach over to the left. And see if you can feel where it's stretching along the front of that thigh and into the right psoas. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breathe and stretch up. Exhale, right hand on the inside of that front foot. Now lift the back heel up. Back knee up. Send the back heel back and stretch through the left arm, fingers towards the sky. Now left knee charges straight forward. Feel what you feel going on in your core. Can you draw your belly in and use that twist? Where do you feel that happening along your lower belly, along your upper back? Reach the left arm up. Breathe. Take one more really deep breath in. Deep breath out. Breathe in. Exhale, hands down. Step back, downward dog. Perfect. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale. Walk your feet in a little bit. Lower your knees to hover off the mat in a tabletop. Knees hip width apart. Hover, hover, hover. and set down. Now untuck the toes, have a seat on your heels. Good. Now stretch the arms out wide. I'm by a wall. So stretch the arms out as wide as you can. Lift up through the heart. Soften the shoulders down. Good. Breathe in, lift up through the heart. Exhale, bring your arms out in front with the left arm on top, right arm underneath, and then option 1, you're just going to hug your opposite shoulders. Option 2, you're going to cross those elbows, bring your hands up in front of your face. Maybe they stay here, or maybe you can hook your hands together for eagle arms. And wherever your body is okay with, go there. And then breathe. Notice what you feel going on in the shoulder joints. Can you maybe lift the elbows up, pull the arms out from your face so you get a little bit deeper into the stretch. Now, along with noticing what we're feeling physically, what pops up for you mentally? Can we detox a little bit of those thoughts if we need? So anything that's not helpful or not kind to your own body, we can notice and say, hey, I see you there, but I don't need to believe that. I'm going to allow you to go. It's just like in meditation, you wrap that thought in a little bubble and send it off. We can start to become aware without feeding into the thoughts. Breathe. Maybe this is really strengthening. This is really strengthening my right forearm a lot and stretching my left shoulder a lot. Maybe different for you. Okay. And then on an inhale, extend everything out wide. Give your arms a little shake if you need. Good. And then, same, other side. Let's switch. So right arm in front, left arm underneath. Clasp the hands. And then feel and breathe. If you get any of that discomfort, as in if it's too much, obviously move. But if it's just, it's strengthening, it's stretching, but it's okay. And it's uncomfortable, but it's okay. That's where we want to notice and say, okay, I feel that, but I don't need to react to it. I can be really aware through the difficult moments. And again, this is not pushing through pain. This is allowing your body to build strength and stay calm during that strength building. Breathe. So it looks like a very innocent little pose, but it can bring up some emotions and a little bit of frustration even. And if not, that's cool too. Just breathe and see how it feels. 3 more breaths. Lifting the elbows up, pulling the arms out from the face. Cool. 1 more really deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And relax through the shoulders. Gentle shake on the arms. Good. And then make our way to the front of the mat. Shift through downward dog. Butt up and back. Stretch a little through the shoulders. Relax the back of the neck. Take a breath in. Lift the heels. Look forward. On a breath out, you can bend your knees, squat your butt back, and try to do a little hop, or just step towards the front of your mat. Feet together, big toes touching. Your heels can be a little bit apart. Halfway lift. On an exhale, drop your butt down. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up for chair pose. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Exhale, twist to the left so we can stay here and breathe and feel. Stage 2, sit our butt a little lower. Hook that right elbow on the outside of that thigh. Then press with that top arm so that our hands, instead of being by our shoulder, are coming more around the heart. And then see if you can get your butt lower than the heart. Now spread your toes wide. Looking down can help you balance, or you can look towards the side wall. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Drawing the belly in. Look down. Fold over your legs. Give yourself a break. Take your feet a little bit wider than hip width. Find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Just relax. So belly button still drawing into the spine. Pelvic floor can lift and activate. Heart draws forward on the breath in. And then once more, fold all the way back down on the breath out. If it's comfortable, you can bring the palms underneath the toes for gorilla, and then press some weight into the toes to massage through the back of the wrists. So we're even getting that massage in the wrist joint. Otherwise, another good option is hooking your two first fingers around that big toe, draw your heart forward, and then fold in. Relaxing through the back of the neck either way. Breathe. Feel what you feel in your body, and breathe. Finish your next breath out. And inhale, keep your hands as they are, see if you can find a halfway lift there, and then release. Big toes back together, heels a little bit apart, half lift. Exhale, lowers your butt. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, draws your hands to heart center and go ahead to twist. You can stay upright, checking that your knees are in line, or drop that butt, hook that left elbow on the outside of that thigh, and then rotating, knees are together, rotating that top arm, top shoulder open, and breathe for 3 breaths. And then noticing if we can allow, can we stay calm and experience the challenge and just allow whatever we don't need, any discomfort, to go. Whether it's mental or physical, or both. One more breath out. Look down. Hands to the floor. Breathe in, find your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now plant your palms. Bend your knees as much as you need to make this happen. Press down really strong through your palms. And you're going to press like you've never pressed before into your palms. Straighten your arms. Even if your knees are super bent, that's fine. Straighten your arms and start to round your spine. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Round your spine. Draw your core in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Everything in. Knees towards chest even. And then step back, high push up. Lengthen everything out. Whew. Heart forward, heels back, breath in. Exhale, lower down. Bird facing dog. Whoops, sorry. Just a baby cobra, actually, since our body's on the ground. Exhale, go down. And then press up high, push up on your knees. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Lower the knees. Untuck the toes. Sit up on the heels. Option 1. Or child's pose, but this time, knees together with your arms down by your side. And just rock your butt side to side. So again, our thigh bones are giving our chest, stomach a little massage. And then breathe. Soften through the shoulders as much as you can manage. Even rock your forehead side to side, allowing a super gentle massage through the back of the neck. Just that light movement without any pressure. Feel like I'm rocking on a boat whenever I do this. Makes me want to go on a boat vacation. Okay, one more breath. Arms outstretched. One more standing pose. Let's get to the front of our mat with intention. And we come up, pressing through all of the fingertips. Stay very intentional about our movement. Hover the knees, shift the butt bones up and back. And then walking your toes in a little bit. Breathe in, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, open them wide, almost like a squat. Look forward and then play around with a little baby hop to the front of your mat. Breath in, finds a halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. And then rotating, rolling all the way up to standing. Then give everything a little bit of a shake. Shake your legs, shake your arms. Shake, shake, shake. And then stay super still, feet hip width or wider. Eyes can close just for a moment. And then feet, let's do hip width apart. Spread your toes wide. Good. So feet hip width apart, toes spread wide. You're going to press down through both feet. Extend your arms out to the side wide on a breath in. Exhale, right arm underneath the left, opposite shoulders, or eagle arms where your hands stay face out. And then go ahead and clasp them. From there, shifting the weight over into the left foot and drawing the belly button into the spine, so it's almost as if the core is lifting the knee up. Now cross that leg over and have a seat. Just like you've got legs crossed, we're going to cross that thigh up and over. Option 1, kickstand. So you can use the right toes as a kickstand for support. Maybe lift them up, maybe tuck them. From here, balancing, pressing down through the bottom foot. Breathe and see if you can find that balance. Finding one focal point for your eyes. And just for a moment, inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, pull the arms out from your face. From here, draw the belly into your spine. Start to round, bringing the elbows toward your knee. I've got my right foot for a kickstand, so you can kickstand if you need. We're going to scrunch everything in. Inhale, lift back up. One more time with control, slow motion, as if the core is crunching everything in and it's coming from the abdominals. You might feel it in your butt too. Saying that because I feel it in my glute muscles. Inhale, come on up. One more, exhale, crunch in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Crunch through the core. Like a sit-up, but standing. Inhale, come on up. Good. Extend the arms wide. Keep your eagle legs just for a moment and stand up. Reshake everything out. And breathe. And just pause to get a drink. So if you need a drink, get a drink. Arms out. Exhale, left arm underneath. Palms face out. Good. Find our balance here. And then shift the weight into the right foot. Spread the right toes wide. Hover the left leg up. Now activating from the abdominals, that rib and hip point, everything in between. Can you scrunch together and let that start to lift the thigh? Have a seat. Cross that left leg up and over. Kickstand, or you can tuck around, however feels good. And then breathe. Find your balance. Come back to your intention. So my intention is, can I lift my elbows and draw my arms out to get a little deeper stretch in the shoulders? Can I sit my butt a little bit lower, knowing that's helping flush anything out of the hip and knee joints? And then exhale, drawing the core in. Can I even bring my elbows towards my knees? And everything is really open. So what I mean by that is not demanding anything on my body. I'm just asking, can you do this? Let's see. And being open to the outcome. Round. Inhale, lift up. Lift up through the heart. And then the exhale, the core takes over, crunches everything in. Good. Standing strong on that left foot. Inhale, lift up. One more time. Maybe sit your butt a little bit lower. Get into the glute muscles. Inhale up. Lovely. Exhale, open up the arms wide. Uncross the legs. Give everything a little bit of a shake. Perfect. Full body stretch. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Keep the length. Plant the palms. Spread the fingers wide and straighten the arms and press into the arms. Trying to lift your hips up. Draw your knees into your chest and squeeze the abdominals and press through the shoulders. Take one breath in. Stay for the breath out. Draw the knees even more into the chest. And then step back, high push-up. Take a deep breath in. Draw the heart forward. Breathe out. Lower just halfway this time. Upward facing dog. Lift the heart. Draw the shoulders back. Take a full breath in where you are. Stay for an extra breath out so you can soften a little bit through the elbows. Lead with the heart forward, drawing the shoulders back. Tops of your feet press down, your legs are strong. Breathe in. Exhale, knees can hit the mat. Shift your butt back. Child's pose once more. Knees together or apart. And then option, palms together, forehead on the thumbs. And just to show a third variation of child's pose, go with whichever one you love. Arms out, thumbs to forehead, or forehead down, arms by the side. And then staying centered or giving yourself that little rock. Back to the breath. Sitting on up. Onto your butt. Feet out in front. Bring the knees in. Balancing on the butt bones. So we're going to hug our legs in. And if we can't wrap our arms all the way around, we're just going to grab onto where we can grab on. And don't worry about wherever you are. Again, we come back to how does it feel in our body? Can we stay relaxed? And any thoughts of I should be doing this different or better or have more balance or anything like that, we notice them and say, okay, cool thought. Wrap it in a bubble and just try to allow it to go. And then we come back to wherever we are right now. Can we stay relaxed where we are? So got our knees in tight. We're going to tip back, try to find a little bit of a balance. Draw the core in and start to squeeze our knees into our chest so much. We're like this little ball of energy. Squeeze in, grab onto your sides of your feet, and maybe start to straighten them up. Maybe they go all the way. Maybe they don't, and that's okay. Just go wherever they go. If your legs are up, you're going to try to open up the shoulders wide. So you see the collarbones open up wide as we're doing that. And even if you're here or here, just squeezing into a ball, all are amazing options. So just go where you're going to go. If your feet are going up, you're opening up the collarbones, looking up towards the toes. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. Whew, my legs are shaking. Deep breath out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now, bring the hands to the backs of your thighs. Lift up to the heart. Send the toes out in front. Just a little baby boat pose. Take one really deep breath in. Deep breath out. You can even have your arms by the sides. Now stay where you are, wherever you feel it enough in your core, but it's not too much. Exhale, option to lower down into a little baby low boat. Low boat. Inhale up to a high boat. Exhale, lower to a lower boat. Inhale, high boat. Two more. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Last one. Exhale, low boat and hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, high. Exhale, feet down. Open your knees wide. Take a deep breath and lift up through the heart. Exhale, round your spine. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Drawing your feet in as close as feels comfortable. Then check that you're on your butt bones. Breathe to reset. Grabbing onto the shins. So right on the front of the ankle, not even on the ankles, but right on the lower legs. Lift up through the heart. Draw the shoulders back. From here, you're going to keep a super tall spine and then just tuck the chin in. So we're getting a lot of length through the spine. If our collarbones are open wide, you might start to feel stretch through the shoulders. Breathe. Take one more really deep breath in. This time, we're going to keep our chin tucked and slowly start to round. I was going to say roll, so my round sounded weird, but round all the way down, bringing our head towards our feet. And if it does not reach, it is not really the goal, so it doesn't matter. Just round wherever feels comfy. If you need support from your arms, put your arms out. Otherwise, if you can stay comfortably, just rounding in, holding onto your legs. Then breathe. Again, noticing whatever feel in the hip joints, the knees, the spine, even the belly right now, through the throat. Get some of those throat chakra blockages squished out. I don't really know if that's how it works, to be honest, but it could be. I know that the yoga moves around your energy. And I know that I just thought of the throat because we're so squished in, so it could for sure. Tucking the chin, and then slowly uncurl. Use your hands for support if you need. Hands back behind you. Fingertips towards your butt, feet flat. Inhale, lift your hips up. This is stage 1. If you'd like to build a little more strength, don't do this if it hurts. It is not needed. With your knees bent is perfect. You can lift with your legs straight. You're getting a little bit of a stretch in the shoulders, realigning through the back, maybe drop the head back. Breathe. Drop your butt. Good. Keep your right leg out. Bring the left leg in, about a hand's distance between. And then sit up nice and tall. On an exhale, twist over to the left. So we can use our inhale to get some length and our exhale to twist. And either hug this leg in or hook that elbow and press out. Then this back arm is for support, like an additional kickstand for the spine. And then this right foot, flexed. Breathe. Like we're wringing out all our internal organs. Wringing out anything from the spine. So we're getting that twist, even turning your face towards the back. So all the way from the hips to the head gets a nice little rotation. Come back through center. Extend your left leg, palms distance between. I don't know why I did that, just a normal palm. And sit up tall, hug in that knee. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, start to twist. And you can even lean back a little bit, make room for the belly. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, hook the elbow and start to twist back. Now the left foot stays a little bit flexed, but it's not really our focus. Just want it flexed enough to keep the hips even. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come back around. All right. So this I only recommend if you are pretty flexible in the hips. Otherwise, please, let's do stage 1. So left foot flexes, stage 1. Left foot flexes, left foot's flat. Stage 1, we're going to bring this foot underneath. Tuck it up underneath, and then bring this foot in. This is fantastic. Actually, I was going to say we'll only do stage 1, but I'll show stage 2 since it pops into my brain. But if you have any knee injuries, I highly recommend just stage 1. We have that foot in. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Left arm behind. This is our stage 1. Stage 2, we're going to relax a little through that right thigh. Open the thigh. Bring that foot up into a half lotus. Now, if this feels weird on your knee, don't do it. Feels weird on your ankle, don't do it. Stage 1 is perfect and plenty. Otherwise, we're going to bring that foot in from there. Now, shift the weight into the right butt. From there, twisting open to get a little bit of a twist. So I'll shift around so you can see we just have that half lotus. And instead of keeping our weight even this time, we're allowing that knee to come down by shifting the weight into the right butt, not by pushing down into the knee. So you're shifting your weight over into the butt and then twisting from there. And then stay and breathe for a couple breaths. An even foot on the ground, I promise you, is still plenty cleansing for the knee and the hip. It's amazing. And then come back around. Good. So if you're in the lotus, you're going to extend that leg out first and then undo. All right, left side. Stage 1, we're going to bend the right foot. Bring this foot in, really close by the butt, and then draw the right foot in. Sit up nice and tall. Still, you're pinching through that knee and that hip. This is plenty. This is good. Now twist. Stage 2, we're going to stay relaxed in that thigh, rotate it open, bring it in, half lotus, and then sit up nice and tall. From there, we're going to bring this right foot in and then allow the weight to shift to the left and twist open. So you can either hug that arm or you're hooking that elbow, taking that breath in to lift up, exhale, twist. So if you are in the half lotus, what's good about this is that heel gives you a little bit extra pressure on the internal organs. But again, don't feel like you need to be in the half lotus. We're doing lots of twists, so we are touching all the parts of the body. Take another breath in, breath out. Come back around. Perfect. Extend the leg, uncross, shake your legs side to side, scoot forward, and roll onto your back. And hug your knees into your chest and just give yourself a couple little rolls. If it's uncomfortable, you can lay a blanket down so that it's a little bit easier on your spine. Maybe breathe out as you roll back, just to give yourself a little bit of a back massage. So the blanket can be helpful. If it feels painful on your spine bones, definitely don't do it. And then just come to a little ball on your back. Rock side to side the other way, sideways. Let your knees fall open wide. Stay here for our baby happy baby. Stage 2, stack the ankles right over the knees, press your feet up. So only maybe 10% pressure both ways. So 10% pressure pressing your feet up, 10% pressure pulling right back down. So it's active, but not intense. And then your own brain, your own intuition can pick if you prefer to stay centered or to rock a little side to side. Both are a great hip massage. One will feel better for you. Then slight tuck in the chin, just so we have our whole spine planted flat on the mat. Right, the back of the neck won't plant flat, but I suppose what I meant was heavy on the mat. Feeling your spine heavier on the mat, every breath out. Perfect. Stay or release. Your knees, another little rock side to side. And then if there are any last stretches you like, you can definitely take them. Otherwise, just lift the hips up, tuck the tailbone under and roll it back down. Give it a little wiggle so it doesn't have to stay fully tucked. We're just kind of realigning, making sure it feels good. Feet out to the corners. Bend your feet side to side for a few times. And then arms up to the sky with your wrists stacked right over your shoulders. So we'll do a half dead bug pose or half waterfall pose, where this effect of our arms or legs up will start to feel heavier and more draining to the body. So relaxing your hands, but trying to find that sweet spot, wrist over shoulder. Then notice if you do feel any kind of draining or heavier effect or a tingling in your palms, start. Three breaths, relaxing through the feet, the hips. Relax around the core and the lower back. Take a breath in. On an exhale, allow just from the elbow to the upper arm bone to come to the mat. Whew, and feel really heavy, but not in a workout way, just in a like, whew, I'm relaxed. And then another breath out. If it won't hurt your hand bones or your wrists, you can drop super heavy. Otherwise, gently on a breath out, let your hands come down. Relax through the back of the neck. that space between your eyebrows. Softening everything you can think of and just relax. Letting go of any thoughts, not attaching to any thoughts that pop up, but just noticing and allowing them to kind of float away. Noticing if your hands start to feel tingly or maybe your feet. So we take this time in Shavasana. Sometimes it's nice to drift into a nap, but it's originally designed just for that moment of rest, but also awareness on how our body is recharging. So you don't have to stay super present, but still a little bit of a focus on how is the body feeling? Can I drop heavier anywhere every breath out? Can I let go anywhere else? Can I trust that what I've done is enough? I do my best, and my best is good enough. It's one of my favorite subconscious beliefs. I do my best, and my best is good enough. Taking more time if you need. Otherwise, starting to move the hands and the feet first. Take a full body stretch if you like. Rolling onto one side, and then using that top arm for support. Pressing yourself up to a seat. Butt bones pressed down. Heart lifts. One breath together. Full breath in. Keep your mouth closed and draw the belly in. One more breath, a cleansing breath. Full breath in through the nose. This time a sigh. Soften through the shoulders. Take that moment for yourself to notice, honor, and appreciate. And we do the same. Notice, honor, and appreciate for each other. Thank you so much for practicing, and I will see you next week. Mini bonus. So we're talking about spring cleaning our emotions today, and spring cleaning our emotions and detoxing the body. So reminder, drink a lot of water after this practice. But when I got up, I kicked the selenite by accident, which I've never done. So I was like, ooh, maybe it wants to be talked about. So when you're working with emotions or you're working with energy, or if you are into crystals at all, we all vibrate, right? So if you break down what we are to the atom level, inside the atom is a bunch of energy just shaken and vibrating. So we all have a vibration. That's what we talk about, like, oh, good vibes, or I get really good vibes from them, or anything like that. We're naturally noticing that we have a vibration. Some vibrations are very low, we feel depressed, we don't have a lot of energy. Some vibrations are very manic and very high energy, and we just go, 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 go. So everyone's a little bit different on that spectrum, and everybody will have their own unique, deep peace vibration. And so your peace vibration may vibrate a little bit different than someone else's at peace. I'm a very restful person. I like to lounge a lot. Some people are happier in a very, very go, go, go atmosphere. So our center points will be a different vibration. Okay. With that said, each crystal has its own unique vibration. So when we put it near us, we can pick up some of that vibration, and that's how the crystals are helpful in rebalancing our energy. So selenite is this really beautiful crystal, and its property is for clearing. So if you are ever way too energetic, or you are picking up a lot of other emotions, or you're just holding a lot of stress, you can use selenite and actually wipe it across your body to give you a little bit of a clearing. So every time we're in a situation, we fight with somebody, we get into an argument, we see somebody in road rage, anything, we send this little energetic cord that attaches to them. And maybe they drain some of our energy. We talk about this in the energy boundaries class, which is free on YouTube. And also, maybe we pick up some of their energy. Maybe they're a little bit frazzled or anxious. We were feeling peaceful, but they're anxious. And now we have this cord, we're feeling that anxiety. So, selenite can help to clear these cords. Now, if they're very deep cords, you might need an energy clearing or some Reiki or something like that. But for general day to day, you can just use selenite and it'll work wonders. So feel free to use it. You can even use it over all your little chakras, wherever you want. Now, if you don't believe that this will work, it's probably not going to work. If you're giving over all of your power to this, it may not work as well. What is really most beneficial when you're using crystals is to know that you hold that strength and power to have this immediate change within yourself. When I work with people for subconscious belief change, the belief changes within a few minutes, and it's not me doing it. It's the partner that I'm working with, my client or my friend or whoever. It's all within them, right? So really we're just coming back to our most vibrant, peaceful, powerful self every time we do a belief change. So knowing that you hold that power and you're using this as a tool which helps how powerful you are. Does this make sense? So we're not handing over our power hoping this does the job for us. Then we're coming from a place of lack versus a place of strength of I'm just using this to help out and can do a little extra clearing. So let me know if that makes sense. And yeah, happy spring cleaning for your emotions, your cords, and internally. Make sure you drink your water after today.